When they see me, they will scream.
Did they scream? How
Oh
did
my
people
God.
receive
Oh,
you?
every single time they walk past me, they'd be like, ah.
Well, did anyone make you do it? 'Cause we expected.
Yes. No, it was throughout the whole night, every single time they would see me, it would either be, do it, do the belt, or they would just do the belt at me. And Tori was like, it's so funny watching the decline of you having the enthusiasm to do
Enthusiasm.
it. It's
Did you
funny
love your
and
look
bad.
in the end?
I did. What I was happy about is the fact that I could put dimension back into my face.
With the yellow and the
Yeah, the dark
whatever you
green
used.
and then the concealer. I was just happy to be able to conceal because it looked so bad at the
Yeah.
start. I was just thinking it's not going to look good. And it was very patchy. But no, it was good.
Yeah. So for the listeners, what we're talking about.
So Halloween was yesterday for us. For you, that would be last weekend. And I was Elphaba from Wicked.
Love that.
And I was channeling my Cynthia Erivo, long nails, the look, the freckles, the glasses.
Green
I
face
actually got
paint.
this the green face paint. I got this package from Amazon that was like the Elphaba package, so it had her glasses, her hat, the face paint, and there was something else that came, and then
Green
the
tights.
gloves. Yeah, the socks and the gloves. Oh my God, it was so fun. I was like, I'm going all green. I thought about just doing an eyeshadow and a green lip, but then I was like, just go for it. So I did
It's
the
Halloween.
whole shebang. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was really good. But walking out and everyone being like, "Oh my God, Elfie, Alphaba!" At first it
That's
was
fun
fun, but
though.
then I felt like a celeb. And I found my what's her name, Glinda.
Oh,
I've
did
got a picture
you?
with her. Yeah, she was like, "Please, can we take a picture
I
together?"
need to see that.
Yes,
So
yeah,
Tori
she was.
didn't come through.
Tori was not my Glinda. No, so, another person actually was like Glinda to me, and I was like, it's Alphaba. But yeah, Tori wasn't Glinda in the end. She was Kim Possible.
Oh yeah.
She looked good. She had the whole, that little gadget that Kim Possible used to have,
Oh
and it
yeah.
had that mixed race guy on the screen that used
Oh
to do all
yeah,
the
yeah,
tech for
yeah.
her. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about him. But yeah, she had a little gadget for it. I can't remember what
Oh
he's
cool. Is it
called.
like Shane or something? No. Wayne?
Yes.
I had a very different Halloween evening. I was supposed to go out. Honestly, the week was so busy and so like mentally overstimulating that I just wanted an evening in. So I had some popcorn, some wine, and just watched a scary film.
What was the scary
Actually, the
film?
idea was to watch a scary film, or I was gonna watch a true crime a true crime documentary on Netflix. But then I ended up just watching Married at First Sight. I watched like
Oh,
5 episodes of Married at First Sight. I was
was
like,
that scary?
this is not the Halloween themed weekend I was supposed to be having. It wasn't scary. It wasn't scary. Not like Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind is scary at the moment,
That's scary.
but it was just dramatic, which is good. Love a bit of drama.
Oh, nice. Why
Yeah.
was the week so busy for you?
I'm
Second week
just,
of
I'm
work?
just, yeah, just getting to grips with everything. I've been having a lot of, like it's so socially draining when you're having to put on a certain persona, when you're meeting someone for the first time or like
Yeah.
having so many first impressions.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's a different kind of energy that takes. And then in the evenings throughout the week, I've had something to do like most evenings. So I just haven't yet been able to put my feet on the ground and like figure out what's going on. So this weekend was just like a recalibration, a bit of solo time to recharge, which is definitely needed. And then Saturday, I went to bonfire night. Actually, we went to see the
Oh,
fireworks.
where?
Ali Pali.
This is the second year in a row you've gone to Ali Pali.
No, the first last year we went to Battersea, and
Ah,
that was
okay.
really cool. I liked Ali Pali actually. It was a much different experience. Oh my god, having to walk up the hill though.
Oh
Oh
shit.
my god, my legs. My legs.
A workout.
It was
That
honestly,
hill. You can see
but
all of London from there, can't
yeah,
you?
yeah. The view is really nice when
Gorgeous.
you get to the top. It was worth it at the end. And then they had like a different, like a little food market and a beer festival section as well. And then they had like the fun fair section.
Oh, love.
Yeah, it was good. They had a drone show. It starts with the drone show and then goes into the fireworks display. So the drone
What?
show is all these different lights that form different shapes in the sky, and it was really, really cool. I was waiting for the fireworks. The fireworks are my favourite, and they didn't disappoint. I
Oh
would
my
have to say, if I was
God.
comparing the two of them, though, I'd say that I preferred Battersea.
Oh, really? In terms of what?
Yeah.
What made it
In
better?
terms of I liked the way that the fireworks and the music kind of worked together. So like the fireworks would be on beat.
Oh,
Yeah, it just
that's
felt more.
cool.
Yeah, it just felt more immersive, a bit more magical.
Yeah.
There wasn't so many different points of elevation as well, so you weren't like unsure if you were in the right position. Like at Battersea, everyone's kind of looking in the same direction. You know exactly
Yeah.
where the fireworks are going to be. Whereas Ali Pali, it was very much like we were facing one way, and then when the fireworks started, we realized we were kind of like side on. But
Oh,
it did obviously
right.
it takes over the whole sky, so it's just absolutely beautiful. It was so good.
That's so cool. Drone show's interesting. I need to see it. I need to see
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
I'll show you some pictures. It's
Yeah.
literally just lights in the sky.
Lights in the sky.
Yeah.
I have not done any firework celebrations this weekend. I need to go and see
Yeah,
some.
I was surprised that it was this weekend. I thought it'd be next weekend because it's the 5th, isn't it? But they didn't.
Yeah.
It was Halloween themed, like the shapes they make with the drones were like pumpkins, witches. There was like one sexy devil who was like the silhouette of a devil dancing around.
Okay.
That was
I
my
want to do
weekend. You? Apart from
my
being out and about
weekend.
on Friday.
Yeah, that was the Friday. And I love going out on a Friday because it feels like you still have your weekend and you
Hmm.
still have all of your, like, yeah, you feel like you're making the most of your days. But let me tell you, it's tiring. It's really tiring because you've got the whole week of the work week. And then you had the whole Friday, and I was actually in meetings and actually doing loads of work. And so when it came to being out, I didn't get home till 4 a.m. So I was just like, oh, this is a shift. I'm really tired.
Oh, Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night was really like we were out from I think 10 to 4. So I was very tired. So I like the idea of a Friday night out, but the
Mm.
actual execution, Saturday night's where it's at, I think.
Yeah, my issue with
That's
Friday
mine.
nights out is that there's always, because obviously it's after work, and it's
Hmm.
always the timing of when you have dinner. That's always what I
Yes.
contend with. Yeah.
Yes. And I had a meeting that finished at 5. I was like, come on, guys. I couldn't even log off
Damn.
early. Yeah.
And once you have your dinner, like depending on what you eat, you want to
A bit
chill for a little
tired.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does, you have to just start drinking straight away,
Pretty
basically.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so this weekend was a write-off. I was hungover all Saturday. Today I woke up late. I've just been milling around the house and there's a lot of cleaning that we need to do. And that's been my weekend.
Just, that's a nice weekend though. It's balanced.
Very chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
But I feel like I just prefer the weekends where it's like go, 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 because it feels
Yeah.
like I've filled it and I've
Hmm.
accomplished something.
Hmm. Yeah.
Whereas actually, you do need those weekends where you are just chilling. But
Yeah, and I'd
those ones
say
are
that I was
just
chilling. Like, I said, the evening was chilling, but the weekend has been very productive. Like doing all the, it's about catching up with admin that you haven't gotten to in the week. Like just all those tasks that you can't do when you're working during the day.
hmm exactly. Why is there
Um.
always admin? There's
Oh, there's
always
always. Oh,
some
yeah.
sort of
There's
admin to
still things
do.
that I haven't touched or addressed. It's crazy.
Oh, I roll. But yeah,
Yeah.
for bonfire night on Wednesday, I do think I want to go out and do something. But I've got netball all evening, so I'm like,
I saw a tweet that was
what
like,
to
what
do?
happened to local firework displays? Like, she was saying that last year she paid £9 to go to a display, and then this year she paid £20. And then I asked Alex how much the tickets were, and they were £19 each. And it did make me think about
Oh,
the local firework displays. Like, remember our fireworks in our estate that would be all the kids like with their sparklers, and there'd be like
yeah,
marshmallows, and then the fireworks
yeah,
display would happen, and the adults would be drinking mulled wine and hot chocolate with Baileys or whatever it was, and it was very much like the neighbourhood are all here. We're not having to fork out ticket prices to cut. Like, you just come downstairs, like you put your coat on, come
exactly,
downstairs, let's watch the fireworks. Now everything is so like regulated, and yes, there should be regulation, blah blah blah. But where's the community spirit in all of it? Like, why can't we just come together and not have to pay £20? It's also
exactly.
giving like that screaming club. Did you hear about this?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the woman who set up that, I think that she was inspired by another group in America. So there's this girl on TikTok who started a scream club where everyone would gather in Hyde Park and just scream. for
Hmm.
like 5 minutes, probably 5, 10 minutes, just like
Yeah, just scream
breathe.
their worries
Yeah, just
away.
let all your frustration out, connect with other people. We're all going through it at the moment, apparently. And then they were shut down. Like I think they made it like 2 weeks, if that, and they were shut down, and they couldn't even get beyond that before the regulations came for them. But I love those wholesome moments, and I probably will go to the display next year as well because I just love it. But I just do think it's a bit extortionate. And why do we all have to gather at these ticketed events to just see something in the sky? Like, let's all be able to do our little group, like our little in our little section, our little
Community
area.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because then you
I
can
thought
do that after netball, like when you're coming on your way home, you can just stop.
exactly. Yeah, I thought there would be more around this area, but
Alas.
alas,
Cool. So I think we're both probably, but judging on based on the energy levels, I'm gonna say we're both like 2-ish bars, one
two
or two
bars.
bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's all right.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, exactly. Are you embarrassed of your boyfriend? Because I was listening to
Yes.
our episode last week. Well, I mean, we only released our 2 episodes on the same day last week, but I was listening to one of them. I can't remember which one, but you mentioned that you live with your boyfriend, and then you went, "Oh, a bit right. Why did I say that?" And I was like, "Oh, interesting." And interesting timing because the Vogue article by Chante Joseph about having a boyfriend and how that is now embarrassing. What's the title of it? Is
Is
having a
having a
boyfriend and
boyfriend embarrassing?
embarrassing. Yeah. And I don't know, you showed a little bit of embarrassment last week.
I'm a half and half one with that one because I actually, in preparation for this, did a bit of an audit of my own Instagram
Hmm.
because I think a lot of the article is talking about or stemmed from the observation of people posting their boyfriends
Hmm.
and some people having like the couple lead channels and what the boyfriend's always featuring.
Hmm.
Or the other side of the spectrum where it's like I'm showing that I've got a boyfriend, but I'm blurring out his face or I'm covering it with an emoji.
Yeah.
Have you also seen the ones where they've just literally he's
They
like
remove it
headless?
completely. Yeah. Yeah. They
He
just
doesn't
Photoshop
have
the
a
head
head.
out. Yeah. It's so crazy. It's
It's so nuts.
creepy.
It just, yeah. But I did a bit of an audit on my Instagram and I was like, oh my God, why is Will in every single one of my most recent
Oh,
posts?
damn.
Like, I think there's maybe two where it's just me. You scroll and you surely see him in all of
Damn.
them.
So in the on the spectrum of what Shantae talks about, where there's the ones who almost post it in an apologetic way, like, oh, sorry. Or the ones who they're kind of in the middle, and then there's the ones who don't post at all. You wouldn't even know that they have
Yeah.
a boyfriend because shameful, remove that from your social media. Or the
Yeah.
other spectrum, which is, but I'm gonna be a couples channel. I know that this is gonna get me visibility and accolades. So here I am. You're kind of where would you be on that spectrum?
Apologetically posting. I'm not I guess I am a bit my man, my man, my man, but he's just a huge part of my life. He's just always
Hmm.
there. And
Hmm.
also there'll be pictures where I'm like, I look great in this. He
Hmm.
does look great. I guess I am a bit of a my man, my man, my man
Yeah,
kind of
see, it
girl.
sounds like it.
I'm so, I'm showing that I'm embarrassed. The thing
I
is,
think,
back
yeah.
no,
Go
go
on.
on.
No, you say.
No, the thing is, back in the day of like the Patricia Brights and who else that were posting their
Hmm.
thing, and then it became a huge like
Yeah.
couples channels being such a big like
There was definitely
huge
a
space
time
for
where couple channels that dominated YouTube, for example.
definitely.
Definitely TikTok. They still, I feel like there is a big place for couples content.
It definitely is. There still is, but there is also now a section where we're like we're recognizing that it is a bit like, oh,
I think it goes beyond the content, right? Because that's what Shantae was talking about. She's talking about the it obviously social media is going to reflect the social situation at the time. So I feel like it feeds into messaging. I feel like we're coming off the back of like all the trad wife content and all
yes,
this whole image and message of
yes,
having being a certain kind of girlfriend is one thing, being a certain kind
yeah,
of wife, taking pride in your relationship, doing whatever it takes to keep it. And there's that trad wife content, but there's also the women that come on online complaining about their husbands, the
yes,
weaponized incompetence, like
yes,
part of it. So it's actually just like this is shameful that you're just accepting this as your life and tolerating bad behavior from men just to be able to say that you have a boyfriend or a partner, and just to be able to put them in front of us and say, here's my husband, here's my boyfriend, I am a worthy enough woman to have this,
Yeah.
this status symbol. I think she goes, I like the points that she makes in the article, and I definitely think it's worth reading because there are so many layers, so many things that it makes me think of. But I think she goes too far in what it says about where we're actually at in society. I don't think having a boyfriend is. I don't think
I
that we've
think
gone
it's
so much to the point.
no,
Yeah,
I agree. I
I don't
think
think
it
we've
still
gone
is
as
a
much the other way as we'd like to have.
definitely because it still is a status symbol. It's
Yeah.
still you still do get your claps and your accolades.
Hmm.
There's still a whole generation, a few generations that still see it as, oh, when are you gonna get? You
Yeah.
still get the if you're
Yeah.
single and oh my goodness, even if you're in a relationship, when are you getting married?
Hmm.
What's the next step in that relationship? Like that is still very much in our society. Men are still seen as
The
the
prize,
prize,
crazy.
quote
Which is actually what has changed, which is brilliant, is that women, I hope, or from what I've observed, women themselves are less likely to berate themselves or accept that kind of criticism or fear mongering about being single that
yeah,
has been evident throughout society. That whole image of the left on the shelf woman, the spinster, she's past her prime, she's just sitting there, no one wants her, compared to the bachelor who's just like a silver fox, he gets better
yeah,
with
he gets to
age.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and women still want him even though he's past he's declining past his prime.
yeah,
Women aren't really given that same leeway. But now, what's the narrative that's changing is that women aren't accepting that story. Women are saying, okay, no, I am single, but that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, and I have a choice here. Like, I
exactly.
don't
Yeah,
have to be beholden to a man. I don't have to feel like, in order to feel valuable, I need to be in a relationship. There's so many arms to this, and like this,
there
then
is. I
you've
feel
got
like
like you've got the declining birth rate, especially in certain countries where women have actually made a pact amongst themselves to until the men get themselves together. I think it's Japan. I don't want to
oh
say the wrong
really?
country, but I want to say either Japan or South Korea. I'll search it, I think. But there's a whole movement of, we're not going to engage with men in that way if you're going to behave the way that you have been, unless you guys get yourself together.
Yeah,
And that's not, you can't make that kind of decision from a disempowered place where you feel like your self-worth is tied to being with a man. So that even shows the kind of viewpoint that seems to be pervasive amongst women,
yeah.
which is amazing.
Exactly. And what you're saying about like exactly about the arms, there's so many arms to this, there's so many branches, there's so many different tangents to go off. But what you were just saying now about until men get themselves together, that's also prevalent in the article of what Chante is trying to say is it's not women that should be embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
I know the title kind of comes across like, oh, like I'm holding that.
Yeah.
But actually it's men are so
Yeah.
embarrassing and have shown themselves recently, especially in content, to be embarrassing, that is the reason why
Mm-hmm.
we should be embarrassed. And there have been so many recently viral moments of men showing themselves to be embarrassing and incompetent. The one with the
Yeah.
marathon, that marathon runner, there was
Oh.
a woman who ran a marathon and her boyfriend was in the stands holding the snacks and he ate all of her snacks.
Oh my
She
God, I thought
came
you were
to
going to
my
talk
old
about. Oh, Chid, that really pissed me off. I was like, stop bringing this shit you're pissing me off. Like, you ruined my
Why?
day. Now I'm pissed
Literally.
off and you're still with him.
And yours and in the next video you're defending
You're defending
him.
him. Don't tell me about your shit partner unless the story ends with, and then we broke up. There's that.
Exactly.
I thought you were talking about the woman who, her husband came to watch her at the marathon, and he came with her two kids.
Oh my God, and he
And
threw
just
them
as she
into
was
the
about
finish
to
line.
cross the finish line, he basically
Chucked
blocked
them
her.
out.
Yeah, he basically blocked her in with by putting the kids there. So now you've got like these kids, these obstacles just in the way when she's trying to reach the finish line.
Give them the hurdles, get them out of the way.
Literally, it's not. This isn't
So
the.
annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying. There's also that other video where the husband has packed her lunch bag and he's literally packed it and he's put dog food in it.
Gemma,
Did you
that
see
was
that?
so rude. That was so rude.
He was like,
He
hey, my
put
dog.
he put like a whole pack of biscuits, like a half-eaten bag of goldfish crackers. And then just threw in some dog food. That's so rude. I would
It's
genuinely
just
take that as a hate crime. If my partner packed me dog food for my lunch, I would genuinely feel like this is racially motivated. I would genuinely be like, this is, you hate me. You hate me. You hate me so much. You're so mad at me for asking you to do this for me. But now more than ever, it is actually a choice. Like, it's always been a choice to be in a partnership and to be with a man. But now more than ever, I'm finding that women are actually sitting and thinking about it, weighing up the pros and cons, weighing up what their lives would look like if they did decide to pursue like long-term partnership with a man.
yeah.
And it's something that I've been thinking about as well. Like, obviously, I am like, but I have already made the choice to be with a man. But you know, you can leave anytime.
Not permanent. Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. No, but yeah, I've made a choice. I'm with someone that I'm happy with. But then you see like all these you hear from older women who, when they're asked if you have any advice, but what's your one piece of advice
Yeah.
for younger women, women in their 20s and 30s, what's your one piece
Yeah.
of advice? Don't get married. Do not be with a man. That's what they always
They
say.
all say
And
it.
then you look at the stats. You look
Yeah.
at the statistical evidence. What do they say? Single women without kids live longer lives, live happier lives,
More
are
fulfilled.
richer,
Yeah.
more yeah.
Look
So these
better.
look better. So these spinsters that we've been told to fear becoming actually are living healthier, happier, longer, richer lives.
Yeah.
So the statistics say. On the flip side of that, what do we see about married men versus single men?
They're living richer, longer,
Married
happier.
men, married men benefit from partnership with women. Married men live longer lives when they're with women. And I think even like I think there might be a stat on like how long their lives are after when they don't. I think there's a stat about divorced men and their life expectancy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even widowed men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Widowed men, they live
Hmm.
less long.
Yeah, yeah. I think like there's a certain period of time where like the first year, within the first year of their partner passing, and these are like elderly couples we're
Yes.
talking about here. Within a year of their partner dying, like there's a higher rate of death than you'd expect. So it's just all very telling. And for a young woman just thinking about whether they want to be with a man and pursue that kind of relationship, you have to weigh all these things up because for me, it feels like walking into it can feel like you're accepting a lesser life and walking
Yeah.
into this with like both eyes wide open, looking
Hmm.
at all the evidence, looking at all the hearing all the advice from women who have been here before, and it's overwhelming, and then still just being like, la 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 la. I just need to be with my man because he's
Yeah.
good and I'm happy with him. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I've been thinking about this a lot actually. If time travel was real and the me from the future came to warn my past self about something, would I listen? Like, would
Oh my
I
God.
take heed and change my ways or change my path, or choose something else
What would she
based
come
on?
and say?
I don't know. Whatever she said, like, say she came and she was like, I've just started this new job and I'm liking it, but what if she's like, leave this one,
Oh
go.
my
I know
God.
the job market is shit and I know that it's gonna be tough, but you need to trust me. I can't say more than that, but you're gonna have to get back on LinkedIn.
Oh
She didn't
my
start listening to
God.
that. She said, go back on
No.
LinkedIn at this time. I'm gonna say, honey, I'm locking in. I'm passing my probation and we're gonna enjoy this. Do not take this from me. Do not take this from me.
No.
Do you think you would listen?
Well, it depends what she said. If she
Yeah,
says,
so this is someone who knows what the future is.
yeah.
But it depends what she says whether you listen.
Seriously, that's what it is. If she said, leave well,
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah.
And then she's like, trust me, I can't tell you why, but you are going. And she's like, now the vortex is trying to suck her back up. And she's like,
Oh my
Chinna, listen, leave Will. If there's one last thing I can tell you, leave him. And she's like, going off,
Oh my God, she gets
getting
sucked
back,
up
and
into
she's back into the vortex,
I'd literally be crying so much.
into Will's
Be
arms.
like,
I should leave you, but I'm not
"Hey,
going
Siri,
to.
for Will.
The funny thing is, like with that kind of situation, within a week you'd be right back to your normal life, having forgotten that ever happened. That's how life goes. You have these huge life changing things, and then you're just like straight back to where you were before, like nothing happened.
Honestly, that's so jokes.
Because if you wouldn't listen to, if you're not listening to all these women advising you not to be with a man, not to get
Mm.
married to a man. Why would you
Yeah,
listen to your future self?
exactly.
You're not.
Because I hear all those things and I'm like, not my man. Not Will though. That's what people keep saying to Chante. People are in her Instagram DMs talking about not my man. Your article was so right, but not him.
It's so
He's
funny that they have to go in there to defend their particular man.
literally,
She has no, she doesn't care. She has no idea
literally.
about these individual men. She's just making a general point. It's just an observation about society at the moment.
It does make me laugh when I do see influencers. It makes me laugh so much when I see influencers post literally every single other part of their life. You'll see the day they gave birth, you'll see their
Mhm.
picture of their children going to school, you'll see them at every facet of their life. But when it comes to their man, headless.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen. So is it about privacy? It can't be because I can see your child where your child goes to school.
Oh my God, that is so true.
They said, "Fuck them kids and fuck you too." No, because if it's all about privacy, then be private.
Yeah, there's
Be
privacy.
private.
There's also evil eye. That's another thing. It's that so
Exactly.
there's
Yeah.
so actually people there are women who are still holding partnership as this amazing, valuable, beautiful
Yes.
token emblem that could be ripped from them if someone so much as looks at the picture of their boyfriend and thinks, oh,
Exactly.
they look really cute.
And that everyone's coveting it
Everyone
and
wants
being
to.
so jealous because
Mhm.
it's the pinnacle of life.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
want your man.
And then also the embarrassment of someone coming to you as a woman, that whole
Ah,
thing.
has that ever happened to you? No.
No. My
Have you
ex,
ever
no one's
been
coming to me as a woman for that man. I'm sorry.
Have you ever been approached as a woman? No, sorry. Have you ever had to go to someone as a woman?
Oh,
Do I know that? Oh,
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 oh, oh,
oh. Okay.
redacted.
Redacted. Actually, someone
Redacted.
has come to me as a woman before,
Shut
but
your
they
mouth.
were the woman in the relationship coming to me as on a girl level. I found your number in my man's phone.
Stop.
Yeah, yeah. This was years ago. So I've been on a
Go.
night out and met this guy. And the thing is, these men are never. He wasn't my type. He wasn't anyone that I was really interested in. But we were talking. We were talking on this night out and he asked my number and I couldn't be asked to say no. So it was just like,
Mm.
let me just give him my number. I can block him later. It's harmless. So I'd given him my number. He did text me. We texted back and forth a little bit, and it was just like, when you get back home, they're like, oh, did you make it back home safely? It was good seeing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
that. I think like the next day or like the later in the night. Anyway, the next week I get a text from this girl being like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "Who's me? Who's you? You messaged me. You text my phone." And she was saying she found my number in her boyfriend's, not even in his phone, in his contact list, in his email. So he had emailed himself my
Oh my
number.
God. See, why do stuff like
Right, so he's
that?
obviously not saved it on his phone, deleted the text, but sent himself an email with my
You
number saved on it
cheeky
so that
little
he still
man.
has that. So she, obviously knowing that her man is no good, through his phone and also gone through his email, looked at his sent items and seen, why is he hiding this girl's number? Text me, and then I was just like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care about this guy. I don't know him. I barely know who you're talking about right now.
That is so
I can't really
jokes.
remember how the conversation ended, but I was helping her. I immediately had my backup though, just from don't come to me
Yeah.
on my phone asking me who I am.
Yeah.
State your case, state your purpose, state your name, and tell
Yeah.
me what's going on so that I can help you from then on. I wonder if they're still
Oh,
together.
yeah. Probably.
I don't know anything about the fallout from that.
I've never been through a man's phone, but I would not think to go through his email. That's interesting.
Do you know one place I would never touch with a barge pole?
Where?
A man's group chat. I
Oh
don't even do
God.
that shit. That's got nothing to do with me. And I've never gone through a man's phone either. I don't. Oh my God, sorry, I wouldn't want to, but I just remembered that someone has gone through my phone, and I
Shut
got
up.
yeah, and I got exposed. I got exposed
Oh
to
my God,
the
I think I know
madness I
this.
was doing.
That man, it will
This
never
was
be well with him.
yeah, this is my first boyfriend. So I had a boyfriend when I was 16. He was not a good guy. It was very much an immature relationship where he was not good at handling his emotions and was very
He was a wrong un.
protective,
He was a wrong un.
protective in quote marks,
Yeah.
basically possessive and
Scary.
possessive, and didn't like me going out and all that stuff. Anyway, one time he got hold of my phone and I was texting my friend saying, and I think it was Katrina, I was going in talking about how I'm going to end things with him. Yeah, so I'm going to break up with him after this. Like, I'm so done with it. Like, blah, 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 can't be asked. And we were laughing as well. We were like, no, stop that man.
And that shit, that's it.
And he was holding my phone because I was doing something like I think I can't remember where I was, but I was dealing with something important. And he had my phone. I came back thinking, oh, glad that's done. And here he is with my phone looking at me like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
so you're breaking up
God.
with me, yeah?" And it's like, yeah, okay, fine, you saw it. Let's do this now then. Let's do this now. It's over.
Now, literally, don't have
You
to
just
say anything
gave me
anymore.
the task, but no, I would never go through a man's phone. That it just feels like unnecessary stress. I
Yeah,
can't be asked. And
I
also,
can't.
just back to the article, because the other point is that it's not about shaming women or saying that relationships are bad or,
Yeah.
it's not about saying if you have pride in your relationship then that's wrong. It's
Hmm.
about also understanding that there's pride the other way as well, like having that independence and you can celebrate being single. I think the key thing is having standards that mean that men having standards that act like a filter. All men are approaching you, but all the good guys are the only ones who are able to actually have access to you through that filter of like
Mm.
a set of standards that they have to treat you, a set of beliefs that they have to show that they have through their actions and through their words.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's more about that. It's more about making decisions about your who you're going to be with based on more than I just don't want to be single. I just don't want to be.
Exactly.
It's about knowing that regard if that alternative of being single is still you won't die.
Exactly. And the more we decenter men as a
Mhm.
prize and as a way that we should live and be and all of this stuff, the more you can have that, like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
I'm not going to settle. I don't
Mhm.
have to just settle or I don't have to just pick the first person because it's, yeah, I'm not going to die.
Yeah,
It's not the worst thing ever
exactly.
to be
Yeah.
single. Are you embarrassed to have a boyfriend?
No, I'm not. To be honest, I've always found it a bit cringe. Like I've always found it genuinely, even back in the day, like when people would say my boyfriend instead of saying their name, it would always make me cringe.
Oh, I have the exact same. I do it even at work. I'll be like, Will, and no one knows who that
Yeah,
man is.
okay, who's
But I don't want
Will?
to. Yeah. So what are you talking about? But I'm like, I don't want to say my boyfriend.
Boyfriend, it's so cringe.
God forbid I get engaged and I having to say my fiance.
Beyonce, yeah, because that's like, oh, she got the ring. She
Yeah,
got the
there
ring,
it is.
yeah.
Well done.
You
You're
got
so
picked.
happy.
It's yeah, I do find it cringe. I think I've been fortunate to generally have a decentered mindset when it comes to like I've never centered men in my life, or men have never been central to my life. It's always been women, like
Yeah.
having a very female like, dominated household. Women are very much overrepresented in our family, our immediate family.
Yes. Yeah.
And then also going to an all-girls school in secondary school. I've just always enjoyed women. Like I love being around them. I love the layers and the depths and the I really, really have always centered women. So
Exactly the
it's
same.
always been harder to like it's been harder to allow men into my life in a significant way, even as friends. Like
I
genuinely.
was literally just gonna say that. I only I don't want to offend any of my male friends, so I'm trying to think who I have counting on my fingers. But it was very late on in my life that I even had male friends.
Exactly.
Whereas like I've had female friends since I was like the friends that I have now,
Mhm.
like we've been friends since I was like 10,
Yeah,
11. Whereas the
right.
guys that I'm friends with, we've been friends with a couple for a couple years, maybe
Right,
6 years.
exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah, same. My friendships with men are more recent as well. And I used to genuinely think, why would I be friends with a man? Like I don't genuinely I didn't see the value in friendships with men because I was like, I'm getting everything that I need in my female friendships.
Yeah.
Unless it's for a romantic purpose, what is the value or where's the place for men in my life? Genuinely, that's how I would think. Genuinely,
Yeah.
they're like if I'd have a failed talking stage, for example, and they always wanted to be friends after, and I'd be like, why would I? First of all, I don't believe in being friends with with exes.
Yeah,
But
agree.
even like talking stages, like nothing's happened. All you've done is like gone on one date, maybe, and there was no romantic spark, but you got along really well, great sense of humor. I'd still be like, I've got so many friends. I've got so many great female friends that there actually isn't space to invite another person into this, and let alone it being a man. Like,
Yeah.
why would it be a
Why would a
man?
man be here?
Yeah, why would a man be here? I don't have that perspective anymore, but yeah, I've never really had that mindset of men being so important and partnership being the most important thing. And to be honest as well, I have a bit of avoidance. Like my attachment style is very much avoidance, very much walls up, not trying to be vulnerable with anyone, particularly men and particularly in a romantic setting. Definitely work through that. But am I embarrassed about having a boyfriend now? No. Have you seen that tweet that's like having a boyfriend having a good man is like catching the last chopper out of Vietnam? That is actually how it feels. Because I
Yeah.
know the state of the dating world is so dire. Like it's so dire. It's scary. It feels like actually walking into the fire, downloading a dating app every time I'd feel like walking into the fire. Like I am willingly putting myself in a situation that's
Oh
not going to end
God.
well for me. That's every
God.
single time I download Hinge, I think the same thing, and that is the thing. Like the number of times I would download Hinge, and I'd always see the same people, the same faces over and over, and I'm like, Aaron, you're still here. Get it together. Get it together.
That's so jokes.
So I'm not embarrassed to have a boyfriend, but I don't think it's I'm not I don't carry it on my head. I'm just happy to have found someone who feels so much like who aligns so closely in with everything that I'd want in the
Exactly.
kind of man that I can spend the rest of my life with. I just feel lucky, like I feel grateful. It's like, phew, okay, cool. I got one and he's all right. But then if anything happened and he suddenly switched up on me or we just suddenly started growing apart, like that would also have to end. I would never hold on to something just to say that I'm in a relationship.
Yes,
That
exactly so.
seems way worse
Hmm.
than the alternative of just being single, which I love. I love being single. Sorry, I love being single. I love my independence, but I don't like just floating in the ether of between dating apps, between Hinge and I don't know what other ones there are anymore. But I also don't think it should be embarrassing to want partnership or to want to be with someone, to want a boyfriend. I think that's the flip side is that you're seen to be desperate or somehow like you're lacking something that needs to be filled by someone else when that's not the case. Like some people
Yeah,
just want their person, they want marriage, they
exactly.
want kids, and that's fine.
Exactly. It's only ever embarrassing when it's a woman, though, isn't it? Because when it's a guy that's like,
Mm.
oh, yeah, I'm looking for, everyone's like,
But
oh my
he's
God, he's so
good, yeah, he's a good
sweet. He's
guy.
lovely.
Pat on the back,
He's
yeah.
ready. That's so nice. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I used to, when I was dating, I used to hate doing things for men. Like, I hated it. Like, when I started dating Alex, I told him straight up, I don't like reciprocating. I don't like it. I would refuse to cook. I
You're
literally
honest.
never cooked for a man before until my current relationship. What else? It was all about like you do this. You prove to me that you're good enough, and I will give you nothing in return.
That's
I will
it.
just show up on the dates and I'll look good, and that's what you're getting. And I genuinely used to be like that. Um, and it took a while to start doing that. It took a while to start doing stuff for Alex in the early days of our relationship. Whereas he was so like openly doing so much for me and giving so much, I would just completely refuse. But as trust built in the relationship, I haven't felt so like I don't want to ever feel like I'm auditioning to be with someone. And that was
Mm.
what that was. Like I don't you just have to like me for me. And if I'm never gonna cook and if I'm never gonna clean, you have to still be okay with that. Um, but throughout the course of the relationship, I definitely have been more open with doing stuff for him. I actually did his hair recently this weekend. Yeah,
Yes.
all back.
So cute. That triggered me, Loki.
Oh,
You
why?
know, I did that guy's hair.
Oh my God. This is
You
your this is
remember?
the guy that you're dating at uni
My situationship of how many years was that? A year and a bit? A
in
year and a
uni.
bit of just being
Yeah.
absolutely messed around. Oh my God. I can't even. Yeah. I did. Yeah. In uni, it was second year. It
And you
was
did
second
what?
year.
Did you do mini twists? Don't
I
make that
did
up.
bloody mini twists. It took me so long. I literally did mini twists. No, it's actually so bad. I did mini twists and then he took it out the next day.
Oh my God, don't kill me. Don't
He
kill
took it out the next day. It was so bad.
What did you
I
do to
couldn't
that
make it like it looked so like spidery. I couldn't make it so that it like coils
Stop.
up into
You needed to put beads on the end so that it jumps down.
I was like, oh my God, I spent my, and all of my housemates were in, so they saw him come
That's
in
so embarrassing.
and leave with his hair done.
That is so embarrassing.
And I even like put some food in the oven for
No,
us to have.
no, no,
Oh,
stop.
oh no,
Don't. No.
I can't believe that that was me that did
What do
that.
you mean? He came to the house and you were cooking, food was already in the oven
And
whilst
that-
he just sit here, love. I bet he was sitting, standing over him doing the twist.
yeah, yes.
Shut up,
He
right?
was sitting on my desk chair. I was doing. He only came with a comb. I had to use all of my hair products.
No,
It just
no.
gets worse and worse and worse. It's
I
so...
feel like I need to see this. I wish I'd seen the result. I wish I'd seen the result. That's so funny.
Oh, so
But the thing
bad.
is, when you're in a situationship, it's so funny. My approach was you tried to maintain my pride by not doing all these things, but you're still in the same position, sis. It's still the same situationship. Listening back to the episode where I referenced having been in a situationship for 6 years on and off
Yeah.
actually killed me because 6 years sounds crazy.
Mm.
But situationships are so interesting because everyone in the situationship is experiencing something completely different from the other.
Yeah.
So one person's like, oh, this is great. It's just nice to have this friends with benefits situation.
Yeah.
We get on so well, but then we get to uh, be more intimate together, and then we also go on dates, and it's just fab. And then the other person's like, okay, we've been in this for 18 months now. I think in the next 6 months he's probably gonna ask me, or she's probably gonna ask me.
Oh, stop.
Whereas my situation was two very emotionally unavailable people being like, this works so well for me. But then at either point, randomly, one other person wanting more, and that just changing hands as time went on.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
situationships are just so inconsistent across the board. Like it's so crazy. But no, I think with the way that relationships are today, I can kind of see you can chart exactly how we got to this point. The cultural shifts in dating and what dating apps did to how we see dating potentials. Like you've got a really amazing profile in front of you, a very impressive person, beautiful, brilliant, funny, or maybe not all of those things, but there's a lot of potential there. But you're just like, okay, I'm gonna swipe right to that, but what more is there? What else is out there?
Honestly, it's like being at a Vegas
Mm-hmm.
like slot machine
Mm-hmm.
where you're just like waiting and
You're
gambling
like,
and
oh, this is
gambling
a
and
really good.
seeing
I've got a really good one here, but I could get more. I could
I
probably
could
get
get
more.
more. Yeah.
Who knows what the next profile is going to be.
Yeah.
So there's that, which has just created a culture where dating is like there's so many options and people are dispensable. And then also the thing that I found so frustrating when I was thinking about getting back into the dating world at the start of last year was no one is willing to put themselves out there anymore, and no one wants to be seen as a mug. No one wants to be mugged off. No one wants to be cringe or seen as trying, which you have to for romance. Like you have to be able to take a little piece of you and be vulnerable with that. Like
Yeah.
you have to take that chance.
Yeah.
But everyone's just sitting there, like both of us are just sitting opposite each other at the dinner table, like trying not to be the one that gets mugged off, rather than
Yeah.
be the one that's doing the mugging.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just hard to get to a place. Everyone has their guards up so much, and then men are behaving crazy. Oh my God, wait, Chid, though, because we do talk a lot about how men behave badly in dating. But have you
Yeah.
seen the topic on Twitter that was happening over the past few days around women dating and asking for money?
Yes. Women putting their cash apps or whatever links in their dating profiles
Mhm.
and then that money being the point of entry.
Mhm.
Like,
Literally, the first few
what?
messages being like, some of them were like, the guy's like, what are you doing? The guy's like, oh, just about to have some lunch. And they're like, okay, what are you gonna have? And she's like, salmon. He's like, okay, enjoy. And she's like, oh, you're not even gonna offer to pay for my meal.
Pay.
And do you know what? I'm
It's
not gonna
big
sit here.
yikes.
I'm not gonna sit here and criticize women. That's actually, I think
It's
there's
big
definitely
yikes. You can't have your cash app on your dating profile.
no,
Really?
but I'm just wondering about the first of all, how pervasive is this really?
Mm.
Because if we're talking about badly behaved men when they're dating versus the women who are putting their begging bowls out on the internet profiles, which one's more?
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
the badly
yeah,
behaved men.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna excuse them for that one. But also,
Not the begging bowls.
also, you've seen this whole wave of like hypergamy and
Yeah.
and this whole thing of like because men aren't we're not in a situation anymore in society where men are your ticket to a good life necessarily. Now, a lot of women are doing better than their male counterparts in terms of their education, in terms of the jobs that they do, the occupations, the levels that they're reaching. Women are doing really well at the moment. So there's a question of okay, what are you going to bring? What are you bringing? And women are kind of putting men through the hoop. Is that a phrase? Putting them through the
Through
ringer.
the ringer, yeah.
Put them through the ringer so that it's like you need to prove to me that you are worth the embarrassment, like that you actually are going to provide something in my life. And
Yeah.
what else could it be?
It's money. Bring out the moolah.
Bring out the money because I've come here and I look good. I'm maintaining my looks.
Yeah.
I'm getting my nails done, I'm getting my lashes done, my eyebrows are, shaped, my toenails are done. I've come here with a nice outfit, smelling nice, and I spent 2 hours getting ready.
Literally. My
You can
bum's
pay for
waxed.
my you can pay I lay on the wax table, spread my cheeks to get that wax, that crap waxed. But you can pay for my Uber to get to the date.
Yeah.
You can settle the bill at the end of dinner because I'm holding up my end of the bargain. You
Yeah.
just proved to me that you can do the same. And I'm not going to excuse these women because I actually do think it's crazy. And I do think we need to stop seeing dating. And it goes beyond dating as well. It's in friendships as well. We need to stop seeing our relationships as transactional. We
Transactional.
need to stop doing that. And it's just like me not wanting to cook for a man. And you know what? I still think don't do that if you're like a uni student. Don't be good cooking for men in your halls.
Yeah. Don't do a
But
twist
just
out for
not
a
being
man.
willing to give anything.
Yeah.
You just want to be appreciated just for the fact that you are a woman and you're beautiful and you smell nice. Like
Yeah.
that's just there
It's
needs
not
to be more.
realistic.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what I realized? Because just quickly back to the question of am I embarrassed about having a boyfriend? I just realized that there are certain people that I don't like talking about my relationship unless it's with, say, like you guys or other partnered women. Because I just feel awkward. It does feel embarrassing. Look at you,
Yeah.
like talking about your boyfriend, you're so in love.
Yeah.
And I,
Talk about something else. You're boring.
yeah, literally,
Yeah.
even when my friends will ask, or when we were first dating, and I was so excited, and you're just skipping through
Kicking your
life.
feet.
Yeah, like the colors look brighter and everything smells like candy floss, and it's just beautiful. When my friends would ask me about how it's going, I'd be like, yeah, yeah. Really super downplaying it, and they'd be like, it doesn't seem like you're into it. And meanwhile, I'm just like on cloud nine, like having the best days of my life. But I just feel so embarrassed to be that person.
Stop. Even now, I feel like that.
Literally, like this is what
6 years
6 years
in.
old. That's crazy.
It is. I'm like, oh yeah, it's good. He's good. He's the love of your life, Chin. Shut up.
But it is embarrassing. Actually, do you know what? All this to say, it's embarrassing. Being with a man is embarrassing. Men are embarrassing. You just got to get a good one and hope for the best.
Exactly.
Anyway, so what we're putting on speaker this week? Any fun products, cool things that you've been up to?
Do you know what I'm loving? And what I've really loved this week,
What?
especially with my Alphaba makeup that I
Mm.
had to don on for Halloween. Danessa Myricks, come to the
Ooh,
front.
ooh.
Danessa Myricks, you gorgeous woman. Have you seen her? She's
I
so
I actually
beautiful.
haven't seen her. I'll have to
She's
search her up.
No, she's beautiful. She's really, really beautiful. Beautiful black woman, just so put together,
Ooh,
gorgeous,
love.
striking face, very
Mm.
beautiful woman. Hello, that blurring balm. It is amazing.
Oh my
Because the
God.
thing about putting on face paint, I knew it was going to be quite drying. So I
Mhm.
put on 2 layers of moisturizer and then I used the Danessa Myricks blurring balm, especially on the creases. So
Mm.
like the under the eyes, around my smile line, places where I know that makeup settles, but this is face paint, so it's going to settle even more around the creasing. Yeah, she did her damn thing with that. It looked really good. Near the end of the night, you did start seeing the cracks by my smile lines, but
Mhm.
I was just
You
having such
were
a good
doing
time.
your second shift till 4 a.m., so it does happen.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, she did her
Oh,
damn
I need
thing
to
with
get
that.
myself some Danessa Myricks products actually. I know X done a little haul from them. She's got a few
Yes.
bits from there, so I'll have to get some recommendations on what's really worth it.
Yeah.
For me this week, I mine is just like more of a general message, encouraging everyone to just get yourself a little pick me up. This is I'm putting on speaker this week, pick me ups. Small pick me ups
Oh,
that aren't going to break the bank, but that's just going to make your day that a little bit better. And it's because the darkness has been getting me.
oh
Okay,
my
as a side
God.
note, this is another thing on speaker maybe is vitamin D supplements, guys. If you're not taking it, get on it now. Ideally, you would have started it like a couple of months ago, but it's fine just to get through this winter season, because the lack of sunlight is really going to start affecting people's moods and energy levels. But I'm loving just grabbing myself a little, those Kit Kat bunnies? No, sorry, not the Malteser bunnies, not Kit Kat.
Oh
The
yes, yeah,
Malteser bunnies, they have a
yeah.
gingerbread flavour.
Oh my God, I've never seen that.
Oh, you need to try it. It's so nice. And it's just one of those things that if I'm going to Sainsbury's to do my little shop and I'm like getting my adult bits, then I will always get myself a little Malteser bunny. The gingerbread
Oh,
flavour is so good and it just lifts my mood a little bit. So that's my recommendation for this week. Just find your little thing that's not going to break the bank, but that's just going to put you in a good mood for that evening.
that's so cute. I love that. Yeah, the caveat of not breaking the bank because
Don't put yourself under pressure.
seriously.
Do not stress yourself for a bit of chocolate. And also don't deny yourself pleasures from your resident Taurus. Okay, that's I think all for this week. As always, feel free to join the discussion and send us an email at stayonthelinesis@gmail.com or leave a comment in our YouTube and Spotify and let us know what you thought of the episode or if there are things that you'd like us to discuss or questions or stories that you want to share, please do.
Lovely. All right, well, look forward to continuing the conversation in the comments, guys, and speak to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.